How much better do you reckon these babies are going to work? Brand new, fresh, genuine stock, made in 2021 in Japan, are going to work so much better than these dirty old flogged injectors out of a 2009. They're actually built in 2007. They are so old. Absolute rubbish. No wonder they're making those noises. Now we've got these seats here off. We're going to give them a bit of a clean up, and we're going to do a bit of a analysis on these injectors and these injector seats. Sit tight. Okay, this is the analysis time. Let's have a look and see what we find here. We're just giving them a bit of a clean up. Quick reminder now, subscribe, turn the bell on, hit the like button if you're loving the videos. Stay tuned if you're in Australia, in Victoria, on our Facebook page, the Prado Hospital, because we're going to have some free vehicle inspections. They're going to be at short notice. They're most likely going to be on Tuesday, Wednesday mornings, that type thing, and you might not know about it until the afternoon or evening before. So regularly check that Facebook Prado, the Prado Hospital, that page, and you might just get yourself a free vehicle inspection. Other details are included in other videos. Anyway, so these injectors are out of a 2009 Prado. They were built in 2007. We can see that from the manufacture date. I should just check that, November 07. These seats here, mate, they look hammered. I reckon, you know, we're working on this together. Dude, do you reckon these injectors have never been out? Are you with me? We agree, yeah? Yep, they've never been out, right? So let's have a good look at these, because it's absolutely amazing that they even last this long. I can't believe it. For a product that's designed that they say it needs to be replaced every 40,000 Ks is the correct procedure. Not my procedure, not required. Risk of contamination into these injector inlets here, this side here, from taking those pipes off, not worth it, okay? But periodically they need to be replaced, and we quite often see them leaking from the lowest we've ever seen where the job's done right, like a factory type original, around the 140 mark, 138, 140, there's a couple there. But most of them, there's a couple more at 160, maybe 180. Most of them will last over 200. It's quite common, this 230,000 K mark, I've got to tell you. These are done 270. Now, can you see how they've eroded away? There's not much left of them. I'm amazed. I mean, you look around this side of this one here. See, this is the seating area up at the top here. Let's look at this one. Let's turn it over so you can see what's what. Right, you can see the seating area, how wide it is normally, right? Let's just have a good look at all four of them on that side, because it's usually one side. It's a one-sided story. There's usually one side. Have a good look at those, because you can see how wide the seating area, but it does even become narrow on this side, okay? Now, let's just turn them over again. Now that you've got the picture, let's say it's about 2 millimeters wide, ballpark, you know, around about 2 millimeters wide. You can see this one at the top right. Look how thin it is. And look at the top at around there at about 10, 11 o'clock. The one on the top right. Top left. There's virtually nothing left of it. She's about to let go any minute. To the point that I might even say it's already been leaking a little bit. And maybe that's why it was... Because when they start up and run rough cold, it can be an injector problem. It can also be a compression issue in any engine, including petrol engines. Here's your hot tip that's off topic. Right, if you've got a petrol engine that runs rough when it's cold and it comes good when it's hot, it could most likely be a compression issue. Even if it's petrol, it could be the spark plug. Someone's changed the spark plugs and cross-threaded the spark plug in their head, and the washer isn't seating properly. Just like these injector seats on a diesel may not be seated properly. If you've got a compression leak, you're going to use a bit of fuel. It's going to be uneven between the cylinders. It's going to run rough. It could be like a misfire, but it's going to be really rocking and chuffing when it's cold, okay? So there's your little general information for anyone watching, right? Which is why everyone should be watching that owns a motor vehicle, that wants to learn. Subscribe, bell on, and just get onto the study. Okay, bottom left here, same sort of thing. You can see it's just eroded away. They're all do I need to say anything? We've been through this before. I'm going to try and get some different angles on it so you can, you know. And you can see in the middle there, see the top left? It's starting to erode away mostly down at this bottom corner here. This one on the right, it's up the top here where it's eroding away the most. On the bottom right, it's over on the right. It's over at 3 o'clock. See at this side, you've got the taper on the inside. It's like a 45-degree taper almost, right? And on the right side, all you've got is a wall of copper that's it's receding. It's like a receding hairline, okay? And on this one over here, you got the same thing. See, you got the taper over there at sort of 1, 2 o'clock. And down at, what's that, 8 o'clock, whatever it is, 7:30, 8 o'clock, you've just got a wall of copper that's getting thinner and thinner. And while this is all happening, the surface area that makes contact to seat is getting down to a minimum. So what I want to say is, this guy, this vehicle, this owner, was very lucky to have brought this into the Prado hospital when they did. Many other people are very lucky to purchase their injector kits from me when they did and get in the VIP group, do the training, do it yourself, whatever. There's not enough people to do these jobs right, unfortunately. And I remind people once again, anywhere in Australia, if you're confident in doing this sort of work, put your hand up. Let's have a phone conversation and see if we can't get you helping out people, because not everybody is capable of completing this type of works. Even if you're a DIY and you've done this the first time and you're mechanically apt, maybe you want to put your hand up in the VIP group, say, hey, I'm in this area. If anyone needs a hand with their injectors, whether it's for some funds, some gifts, some cash, some beer, or whatever it is, it's always a possibility, because as I keep saying, there's not enough people that understand these vehicles that can do the job right. And it's imperative. You can see what's happened here. Now we're going to have results for you on this vehicle. You heard the knocking if you've seen the other videos. If you haven't, there's going to be a handful of videos on this vehicle, so check out the other ones. What I'll do, I'll probably try and put them in a playlist. I'll call it the 2009 120 Prado with a knocking noise or something like that. And I'll put all these videos from this vehicle into that playlist so you can gather your information and understand the problems, okay? There's nothing wrong with these vehicles, the engine, the injectors. They're just worn out, okay? These seats, they've done 270,000 Ks, 5, 6, almost 7 times. These have done almost 7 times what they were designed to do, okay? 7 times. These injectors, now I don't know what they were designed, how long they were designed to last, but diesel injectors, diesel specialists have recommended changing injectors for decades, longer, every 100,000 Ks. To think that an injector that's running higher pressure and all these moving fine tolerance components is going to last any longer, I would have thought it's crazy, but they do. They last longer, they run really well, till at least 150K. I think you should be happy with that. You can get more out of it. This guy, he got 270,000 Ks out of it. Now, it's obviously been burning up some extra fuel and not running the best for a while now. Not ideal for the environment, not ideal for the vehicle. The fuel usage is obviously going to come down with a new set of injectors and all the other related works that are going to happen. Anyway, I think that's a bada bing. Like I said, subscribe, turn the bell on. We're going to have more videos on this one. This is the analysis of the injectors that have done 270,000 Ks. See, you know how you can tell how old they are. See how they've got the round bodies on them, right? They've had a flat section on them. Well, I thought before that, but you know, anyway. Just absolutely flogged. Another quick tip, just because the solenoids are brown doesn't mean that they're old injectors. So obviously the molds where they manufacture those, they can change varying colors, whatever. So that doesn't mean a lot. It can be an indication a lot of the time, but it's not absolutely guaranteed that if they're that color, they're old, and if they're this color, they're new. A lot of the new injectors do have gray colors. Yes, that's right, but not all of them. Let's go and have a look at that new set. Look at these new ones. Don't they just look beautiful? And look, yes, they are grey. They are a grey colour. But we get injectors in this part number, brand new, that don't necessarily, they're not always grey. So just keep that in mind, guys. They're not always grey. If you purchase your injectors from us, you know what you're getting. As I say, you can do whatever you want. It's up to you. I just give advice. It's the way to avoid problems. Monday mornings from 8 AM. Guys, if you learnt something out of this, please hit the like button, share the information, subscribe, turn the bell on. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. See you.